It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. And you're watching Sports Icons. Subscribe. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Champ.
Right, so on this video, I want to talk about what's next for Deontay Wilder. Now, I'm not going to go in on him. Yes, he was exposed and he was humiliated by Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has never done that to anybody. He couldn't do that to Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin took him to hell and back. But this is what I'm saying to you, that one punch changes everything. A rematch with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is a no-no as far as Deontay Wilder goes forward outside of the financial situation. But for Wilder, he's been going too long now with that one trick, that one punch. And now he's been pinged around and embarrassed. That confidence will have gone. So he needs to be adding something to his arsenal. Thing is that he's been doing the same thing year after year after year. And because he's been guarded correctly, because he's been wrapped in bubble wrap and avoided the top fights, he's got away with it for so long. But now his confidence will have dipped. And hopefully, the fanatical fans of Deontay Wilder will now come round to the reality that I've said it for a long time. Wilder is just waiting to be exposed. And it happened. I said before, Tyson Fury's never done this to anybody. But if he can do that to Wilder, imagine what Dillian Whyte would do if he gets hands on him. Imagine what Anthony Joshua would do if he gets hands on him. I'm not saying that they would control Wilder the same way and as effective as Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the most skillful boxer on planet Earth as far as heavyweights go. Of course not. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying to you is that Wilder cannot take the punishment that Dillian and Anthony Joshua will do. They will literally put him to sleep. Okay, so the Wilder fans, you need to be supportive of him. And we know that a lot of you guys are new on the Wilder hype train just because you wanted to hate on Anthony Joshua, just because you wanted to hate on everything because you were easily brainwashed by the Wilder fanatical channels. Now, hopefully you see them for what they are, because now their guy has been exposed. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. The future may not be bright, but there could be a couple of shining lights. Now, if he did take the rematch and he did beat Tyson Fury, which isn't going to happen in my opinion, but if somehow he did, then he would become the 6th person in the heavyweight division in the history of heavyweight, number 6 person to lose the belt and win it back in an immediate rematch. Anthony Joshua was the 5th one. So there is that way, and him coming back and getting that win and getting revenge is adding to legacy. That's where champions come in. That's what a champion is all about. If he can do that, he's got that championship heart. But we know that he does have a very good heart. He took an absolute lashing from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury pinged him around that ring, bounced him up and down on the canvas like a basketball. And Wilder, he wanted to go out on his shield. He wasn't happy that Mark Brennan threw the towel in. He wasn't happy about it, but Mark Brennan did that to save Deontay Wilder, because otherwise Wilder would have been badly knocked out. Badly knocked out if the referee, had his team not thrown in the towel. But I do expect him to get rid of Mark Breland anyway now. So taking the rematch, from that perspective, sure, from legacy, if he was to get the win, but it's unlikely that he would. But going forward, I think that he needs to rebuild a little bit. Yes, he is 34 years old, and his fan base, a section of his fan base at least anyway, very, very toxic. And as I said to you guys before, hopefully now you've realised that you've been brainwashed by the uploaders, the Wilder fanatical channels. Hopefully now you see them for what they are. Hopefully now, and you start supporting boxing. Don't just walk away from the sport. Keep supporting your guy, because he's giving a lot of these guys a bit of a purpose. So Wilder, he can go forward, but he's going to have to rebuild. I don't think that he should get rid of JD's, and I don't think he should get rid of Mark Breland. But if he gets rid of Breland, then I think that's a big mistake. Breland is a fantastic coach, very, very technical guy, but for some reason Wilder doesn't apply it, which is what has really upset Breland in the past. Wilder just doesn't seem to listen, because you can't keep going through when you're fighting some of the top guys. You can't go through it and not get exposed. You just can't do it. He needs to add something extra to his game. Bring in somebody else. Bring in a couple of people. Have some boxing purists and that around him. Do what Anthony Joshua done. He never sacked off his whole team. He brought in a couple of people to help him add certain things to his game. And that's what Wilder needs to do. Wilder can't add too much. I think he's been doing the same thing for too long now. And when things get rough in the future, he'll revert to type and he'll get starched again. But he needs to be fighting tough opposition, but stay away from the elite. Stay away from the Tyson Furies, the Anthony Joshuas, the Dillian Whites and that for now. But then go fight the likes of a Derek Chisora, for example. Fight the likes of Adam Kalnacki, as an example. And a few guys like that. Andy Ruiz Jr. Okay, these are the kind of guys that he needs to be fighting now, and that will improve him going forward. Because what you don't do is go from, say, a Arthur Spilker and then hype yourself up as if it's something special that you beat Luis Ortiz, who Luis Ortiz has done nothing either. Because when you do step up, you get exposed. And hopefully now Wilder will become humble. Hopefully now the toxic and the lies and the mudslinging is going to stop now. Hopefully you guys have been humbled. Because what happened to Wilder was embarrassing. That was humiliating. Far more than Anthony Joshua. People say that Anthony Joshua quit. He didn't quit. The referee waved it off. He said he wanted to carry on. But Wilder's team threw the towel in. Joshua's team didn't throw the towel in. And Tyson Fury isn't known as a big puncher. So imagine what would happen when he does find somebody who's elite, like a Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, who has very, very good boxing IQ, but hits very, very destructively hard. Wilder will get starched. So he needs that rebuilding process. But from a financial point of view, I think that they probably will take the rematch. I don't think that they should. But as fans, don't be these part-time fans who are only here to troll and only here to hate and jump ship now. Don't jump ship. Stick with your guy. Just stop being toxic. Accept your guy got exposed and move on. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Wilder, outside of this persona, Wilder, he needs to bring it down a notch. Trying to talk things into existence, trying to put tags on himself like he's the baddest man on the planet. No, you ain't the baddest man on the planet. Nobody really believed that you were. But his fan base will go along with it, and anything that Wilder says and done, they would follow it. That's ridiculous. Stop saying stupidity things like that. Stop talking bad about Joshua and making excuses about things all the time. Because now that 100 million thing is gone now. It's gone. He had the opportunity, you let your team talk you out of it, and you walked away. Now you're never going to get the opportunity again. Unless, of course, you rebuild. And he can rebuild. He can rebuild. Yes, he's 34 years old, but he can rebuild. He can add some things to his game. He's got a great jab. He just doesn't use it. He don't use it. He landed it on Fury a couple of times. And especially in the first fight he did. But other than that, he's happy to lose rounds. When you're happy to lose rounds and you are reliant on a big punch, you're going to get exposed. You need to be adding something to your arsenal. That's what Deontay Wilder needs to do. I think Deontay Wilder is probably like a really nice guy. I know he does a lot for the charity, he does a lot for the community and things like that. But what happened yesterday was truly, truly embarrassing for Deontay Wilder. He started bringing up race baiting things on the build up to this one, that this is a black man versus a white man. No, it wasn't. It was two fighters coming together. But they started saying how it's Black History Month in America and things like that. Why? I mean, that's ridiculous. And because you brought it up, that makes it even more embarrassing, doesn't it? So he needs to move on from that. He needs to be humbled. He needs to be a nice guy now. No more of this clown around. No more living in cloud cuckoo land. Believing you're something that you're not. I'm anointed from God and this, that and the other. It's embarrassing. Don't do that anymore. Just be you. When Deontay Wilder's just being him, he's a great guy. And a lot of people will support him. But unfortunately, his fan base have really, really turned a lot of people against him. So if I was Wilder, I would stay away from those fanatical uploaders. Stay away from them. Because when you lay with dogs, you will get fleas. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's them guys are the reasons why Deontay Wilder was never liked. Because they keep giving him a pass. And I'm pretty sure, listen, I haven't watched any of these uploaders. I don't need to. But I'm pretty sure that they're probably making excuses about Wilder. Oh, well, he had a perforated eardrum, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it, okay? Tyson Fury done that to Wilder. And Tyson Fury would do it again. And do it again and again and again. Wilder has never been the elite fighter. Never has been. But people were trying to put him on par because he had 10 successful title defenses, equaling Muhammad Ali and things like that. I mean, come on now. Come on now. You're happy for Wilder to fight bum after bum after bum. Not good enough now. You need to start being humble about things. I've always said with Anthony Joshua, people know that I'm a massive Anthony Joshua fan. But I've been saying for the last couple of years, at some point, Joshua will lose. But the Wilder fanatics never said that about Wilder. They never believed it, which is probably why it really, really hurts right now. Their cereal today is going to taste like somebody's just taking a piss in it. It's going to taste horrible. Some of these guys are probably on like suicide watch and things like that because you made your own bed. You put all your eggs in one basket and now all the eggs are broken. Your rotten apple ruined the rest of the batch. And you can't bring it back because you threw under the bus everybody else except him. And now the bubble is burst. Now he's been well and truly exposed. Well, for me, as I said, if you're really a Wilder fan, stick with him. Stick with him. I'm not saying go jump in bed with Tyson Fury. I'm pretty sure that the uploaders now, they're going to start leaning towards the Tyson Fury thing that now, even though Tyson Fury was fat, out of shape, bald, crackhead, and all these kind of things that they've been saying for quite some time. Well, too late now. Too late. Too late. These uploaders need to just go away now. Is what they need to do. Go and play with your Lego somewhere else. Go carry on supporting Spence. Because that's what they're going to do. They're now going to cling on to Spence and the Charlos and things like that now. Because they've got what it was that they wanted out of Wilder. And they're going to feel let down by Wilder. They're going to feel hurt by Wilder. And they're probably going to start throwing him under the bus now. Anyway, listen, for me, I think that it's not too late for Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder just needs the right kind of level opposition. Stay away from the big guns, the Brits. Stay away from the Brits. Don't fight British fighters. It's as simple as that. I'm not even too sure if I'd risk him against Derek Chisora, to be honest with you, but hey, listen, why not? It's a good test. Stop being toxic. Stop trying to race bait. Stop trying to everything anti-DAZN, everything anti-Matchroom, anti-Bob Arum, anti-everything else. You need to stop it now. Because I'm telling you, if Wilder don't sort his act out, there's just no point in coming back. No point whatsoever. Anyway, listen, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click the thumbs up to this video and, of course, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.